table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Cornhuskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set
the
to
top
off is selected.
5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks and was dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to...
Makes a grab down the middle. Off to the races. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got the back over the middle. Spins away from the defender. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure...
Touchdown, Bowling Green! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. Touchdown, BG. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. He's got it!
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just... a little bit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's loose. The 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. First play of the period, first down here. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're dealing with a second and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Falcons. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Across the 25, he's got room. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Husker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll toss it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. We're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He'll pitch it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Now the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Rudolph. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll immediately call timeout.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Grab behind the line. It's Rudolph. Still on his feet at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy.
He makes a grab, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nebraska.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Rolling right and going deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the ball is free on the pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's John. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but...
Touchdown, BG! And the comeback is on.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Falcons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Surging forward on the sneak.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. He's got the ball. That one's live. Past the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 21 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Firing to the right, complete.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Makes the catch on the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
At the 20, he's got space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Right on the money. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second.
Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, BG. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Try to march their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
That's reeled in. It's John. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hester. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this to lock things up late. So now on comes the field goal unit. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Big fella moving. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Nevraska! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he added the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Starts a drive trying to go up top. and he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Touchdown, Falcons! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They did